is the idea actually. What is the idea? So from our position to, we have to transcend ourselves to the spiritual planets, because as long as we are here in these planets, we have to suffer. And why Krishna interested? Because in this sloka it is mentioned all these materials, these material planets, which includes all these below 7 and above some more till the Brahmaloka, which includes uh, Satyaloka, where Brahma lives. Even Brahma also, that's also material. Even sun, moon, all these planets also which are made up of material, and material laws will be applied. Majorly these material laws, birth, old age and the death. These are the major, which include others also. These material laws will be applied. So we have to die and we have to born. But if we transcend from these planets to above, to the Vaikuntha Lokas, spiritual sky, that's called. So we don't have to go through these material laws. So how to come out from these clutches of this, also called Maya. So how to come out from these clutches where we strongly bound, this is the conditioned soul. So this is the idea Prabhupada has given to that. He has explained that it is not only this planet, there are many other things also, because we cannot see from our material eyes that all these existing. That's why scientists also trying to see how many different planets are existing above. They don't have idea of below. Only they can see the sky, and they're trying to explore and understand the moon, and there are many other planets. But Prabhupada here, it is clearly mentioned that with this material body, they cannot go many other different planets. So there is a limitation for that. Okay, so we are trying to understand this planetary system, as well as what is the eligibility to reach this planetary system, the spiritual sky. Only eligibility is that you have to be a devotee in an authorized sampradaya. So that is why we are all trying to become a devotee. So at the end, Prabhupada mentioned that this material nature is we'll just see in the previous talk also a little bit. The fifth canto Srimad Bhagavatam also explains that this portion of this material sky and the material planets is very less compared to spiritual sky. Spiritual sky, which includes this maximum portion, is spiritual planets, very less portion of these material planets. But Krishna is not interested much in this. Krishna is more into the spiritual planets. But why still Krishna, out of mercy, Bhagavad Gita says, Yada yada hi dharmasya jnane bhavati bharata. So I'll come whenever this dharma declines, because this is also portion of Krishna. Even though Krishna is not interested, but he cannot see people are suffering. So he wanted to remove people from this suffering. So out of mercy, Krishna comes and gives the principles of dharma through a guru or through any other sadhu, or as a devotee he comes, as like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come, Swami Krishna, to give the principles of dharma to the general public, so that if some of them at least understand and try to reach to the spiritual sky. But if you look at this overall picture, it's like, okay, so many lokas are there, different lokas. It's like we have to do so much service to reach spiritual sky, but scientists are trying so much. It looks very, very difficult. Sometimes we think that just doing chanting and just coming to center, is it possible to go to spiritual sky? generally this idea comes, I mean, this thought comes into our mind. Maybe it is very difficult. It is possible only if those who are like very elevated, or those who are really like a 24 hours into service, or it is only possible for them. So normal people like us, how is it possible? Because most of the time we are engaged with the family, we are engaged with no children, their school and their and our earnings. We are busy with our own many things, other than dedicated like Prabhu, so full time. So we are all like part time we are doing. So sometimes we think that just by doing part time, we are giving every day 3 to 4 hours chanting and Mangalarti, and Sunday we are coming and giving 3 to 4 hours. How is it possible to reach to Krishna? Generally, this comes into mind, right? And sometimes we will be disappointed. So that is why Prabhupada has simplified this. Please try to understand this. Whatever small services we are doing, this also very important as per our capacity. It is not that I have a capacity of doing like a lot of work, but I am doing very less work. No. If you have a capacity, as per the capacity, it's very important to understand as per the capacity. As per the capacity, let's say I have 10 lakhs. If I give 10 rupees, it's not like. If you have a 10 lakhs, if I give at least 2-3 lakhs, so that's the consider. Like that, generally for grihasthas, it is very important to understand as per our capacity when we do, even though it looks very small, it's like weekly you are coming and just making one garland, I will going, and rest you are doing sadhana. That itself is a great service, because that is the situation you are in. That is the Krishna has kept you in the situation. But should not take the advantage of that. I am in this situation, I can do only this much. No. So that is the where you have to draw a line that how can I expand more? How can I make more service? Okay, you be with all your responsibility of be a wife in a house, or husband in a house, or a son, or any your office, company. These are all very important. You have to all manage all those things. You cannot neglect all those things. And by doing all those, how can we do service? This is we have to understand. That's the intelligence is required. So it's very sensitive and very important and very simple also. But sometimes we think too much and we make it complicated, and we make what you call fuss, confused. That is why don't be, so Prabhupada has made it very simplified that Prabhupada explains that there are two kinds of, two stages of pure devotees. One immature devotee, mature devotee. Both considered as a pure devotees. So that's how Krishna sees, that's how Acharya sees, that's how Guru sees. How Guru will look at us, how we look at others is very different. For Guru and Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they see only how much you are doing service. They don't see how much you are not doing service. Even one time you come to center, Krishna will see only that. Prabhupada will see only that. You don't see how many times you are not coming. So that is the greatness. But being a devotee, we should have a gratitude that, okay, I came once, okay, Prabhupada will consider. No, it is not like that. Then that is kind of, what you can say, kind of cleverness. You should not be clever. You have to be innocent and genuine. So even if you're doing less with the innocent and the genuine, so Krishna will consider. So here doesn't matter it is a small service or a big service. You are doing with a great interest. Okay, I love Krishna. Yesterday I was giving class. I asked one Mataji to tell one sloka. She told one sloka. After telling sloka, she's crying. So there's so much emotion when he tells some slokas. So we should have that much. When you come, you just doing a garland. We do great interest with the garland. Small service, no problem. Once very long back, there was a program in house. We invited many nearby. One Mataji, she came voluntarily. She told that tomorrow there is a function at home. Can I do a service of Rangoli? But the overnight, the day night, the morning she has to put a Rangoli. But the overnight she got a stomach pain. serious stomach pain, she is not able to get up. Since she promised that with the stomach pain she came on to put a very nice rangoli. I mean, she is controlled her pain and she put a very nice rangoli and she went. So that is very important. So once we commit to the some service, somehow even whatever the difficulties, we have to do that service. And after some time, she came and she shared, she is a newcomer, she did the stomach pain gone. She used to get stomach pain earlier, but after this service, she didn't get the stomach pain itself. So like this, sometimes we neglect, but we have to be very sensitively, carefully, we have to see how Krishna will reciprocate to service. But are we genuine? Are we interest? We are doing with out of interest, out of love. Even a small service, you are just coming here to Srimad Bhagavatam. Sunday, that is the main focus, not other things. Prasadam making, prasadam eating, prasadam, not Sunday means only Srimad Bhagavatam. We have to come with that intention, we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam nicely and go. That is what Krishna sees and Prabhupada sees. Okay? So, whatever we do, it is a small service that's considered. So, that is why I am talking about pure devotees. Who is a pure devotee? Anybody tells? Who is a pure devotee?
The moment we see someone, we feel like we have to pay obeisance and chant Hare Krishna.
Okay. So, any other answers? Who is a pure devotee? Okay.
Who is dedicated their life entire for Krishna? Nothing.
Are we pure devotees?
No, I am not a part of this.
By saying your keep chanting. That's what Shankar Prabhu does.
Who are connected to the pure devotees.
Hmm?
Who are connected to the pure devotees.
Okay. So Prabhupada explains this, he made it clear. There are two levels of pure devotees. One is immature level and the mature level. That is Pakva, Apakva. Means who are already matured stage and who is not yet matured. Both are pure devotees. So, but who is that immature devotee? Immature devotee why he called as a pure devotee? Because he is connected to the right sampradaya and he is connected to the pure devotee of Srila Prabhupada and he is following the instructions of Guru, but even though he is not matured in the sense he is still having a lot of attraction for the material things and a lot of desires and is not perfectly following, is not perfectly chanting, is not perfectly doing services, is not very regular, is not fully dedicated. That is a immature stage. And what is the difference between the mature and immature stage? The mature stage, the pure devotee, he has developed the transcendental feelings. He is having the highest level of transcendental feelings towards the Krishna. But the immature devotee, having less transcendental feelings. You understand what is transcendental feelings? Transcendental feelings means when we just see Krishna, so many changes will happen. It's like tears comes into our eye. When we just hear Govinda, Krishna, a lot of changes will happen. That's called transcendental feelings. So we cannot stay. Sistastakam Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Govinda Virahenam, Nayanam Galadasudadaya Vadanam Galadadadaya. That is very topmost transcendental feelings. That is, we cannot compare. But the pure devotee, he is almost near to that kind of symptoms. That's why when Prabhupada stands in front of Gaurnitai, the tears comes. So that's the transcendental feelings. So that is a mature devotee. He is also considered pure devotee. What is the stage of immature devotee? Immature devotee, why immature devotee is called as a pure devotee? Because he is in a right track. So that means you are all pure devotees. So that's what Prabhupada is saying, I am not saying. Prabhupada is saying you are all pure devotees, but one condition, are you fully accepted the Srila Prabhupada? And Srila Prabhupada teachings. Whoever has accepted Srila Prabhupada teachings, since Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee, since Prabhupada has the ability to take all of us to the right direction, in the right track to the Krishna, so you are all pure devotees. But in general, nobody will say that I am a pure devotee out of humbleness. So then we think that, oh, I am a pure devotee, let's everybody serve me. And it's like I am done. So that should not always. Even when somebody asks Jayapada Maharaj, you are pure devotee. So Jayapada Maharaj says that I am trying to become pure devotee. So Prabhupada didn't say I am not pure devotee. Prabhupada say, Jayapada Maharaj didn't say that I am not pure devotee. Jayapada Maharaj said, I am trying to become pure devotee. That means pure devotee. You understood? So there is a difference. Okay? So, because Prabhupada has mentioned this. Whoever has dedicated, we should have that confidence that I am in the track of pure devotion service. So that's why whatever you are coming and doing is a pure devotional service. Still we are immature. We don't have that much attraction towards Krishna. If we have that, the day we develop that much attraction, we cannot stay without seeing Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what is the sloka in Sastakam? Ends with the Govinda Virahe Nama. I cannot see without Krishna. So when Jagannath Puri, Ashri Savapadarattam, Hinastuvam, Adarsanam, Varmahatam, Karotva, Yatha Tatha Va Vidatulam Patu, Mat Prananata Suvai Naparaha. Nayanam Galadasudadaya, Vadanam Gadagada Gira, Pulakir Nishitam Vapukada, Tavanam Grahane Bhavishyati, Jugaitam Nimishena, Chakshusha Pravishaitam, Sunyaitam Jagat Sarvam, Govinda Virahenama. So, Sunyaitam Jagat Sarvam means, Sunya means everything is there, but I cannot see. I can see only Krishna. If Krishna is not seen, the Jagat is for Shunya. So that is the highest level of transcendental feelings. That's called complete pure devotee. So it doesn't nothing to do with these material things. You see everywhere Krishna. And also there are three stages of Krishna, devotees. That is again Prabhupada explains that Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari and Uttama Adhikari. What is the stage of Madhyama Adhikari? All are devotees. Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari and Uttama Adhikari, all are devotees. All are pure devotees. Only thing is, Uttama Adhikari means, you see everyone pure devotee. Even who is eating non-veg or is killing animals, if for him also pure devotee sees as a pure devotee. So that is why to preach, the Uttama Adhikari comes to the level of Madhyama Adhikari. Otherwise he cannot differentiate who is devotee, who is non-devotee, who is mature, who is immature. So to discriminate, he comes down to them. That's why Prabhupada comes down to Madhyama Adhikari for preaching. Okay? So Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari. So what is the Kanishta Adhikari thinks? Kanishta Adhikari thinks that only me and Krishna. These all, I don't want to do anything with this. That's why some people comes, they stand in front of Krishna and they pray Krishna, they bring flowers and they do service to Krishna. They think that by just serving the altar, by serving the deity of Krishna is the devotion, or have so much devotion to Krishna. But he just elevates to the Madhyama Adhikari, he just thinks that Krishna and others also the devotees. When Uttama Adhikari means pure devotee, is like, it's not only Krishna, so it's all part and parcel of. We are all part and parcel of Krishna, and how much he respects Krishna, same respect he gives to everyone. That's why Sanatana Goswami in Vrindavan, he do thousands of Dandavat pranams. Whoever comes in front of him, used to Dandavat pranam. So because he respects, how much we respect Krishna and Guru, we have to give that much respect to everyone. So actually in ISKCON, some senior devotee told me that that's very important word. In ISKCON, everything was and starts with respect. So we should respect everyone. When we respect, what is the advantage is that slowly love develops. So if we do not develop the love for people who comes here and devotees along with us, and family members along with us, then we cannot serve them. If we do not love, if we do not have respect, we don't feel like serving. No. If we hate someone, how can we serve? We cannot serve. We don't serve. Our mind says don't serve him because you don't like him. So that's why everything starts from respect. That's where we are Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So that's why. Okay, so idea is of this sloka is that there are different lokas are existing. Okay? There are 7 lokas existing down. It is not that there are no devotees in the as we go down. There are devotees also in the Satala, Tala, Tala, Vitala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, Lokas. There are also devotees there, but number is less because as we go down, Tamoguna increases. As we go down, Tamoguna increases. As we go up, transcend ourselves up, the Satoguna increases. That's why we are always trying to transcend ourselves. Radhana Samara says that we have to lift ourselves through or by following rules and regulations was given by Srila Prabhupada. So that's why one who follows the rules and regulations was given by Srila Prabhupada, following 4 regulatory principles, chanting 16 rounds, eating only Krishna Prasad, and following Ekadasi. These all will lift us from this position. So that move towards the Sanatana. Sanatana means eternal planets. Okay. So another important point is that devotional cult, devotional service. So Prabhupada in Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam always mentions this devotional service. What does it mean? Loving devotional service. And sometimes Prabhupada mentions loving devotional service and the devotional service. Okay? So devotional service, devotees, devotion means dedicated. Our life is dedicated. Dedicated means doesn't mean that we have to give up our house, we have to give up our children, we have to give up our family. So inside the family, within the family, we can give dedication to Krishna. That is what gopis did. It is not that gopis dedicated means they left the home and they are always with the Krishna. So they were managing their family very nicely, but the dedication is towards Krishna. So this is a simple technique we have to learn. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given a small story. It is not very pleasing story, but very suitable story. How to do service when we are in a family. It is Mahaprabhu gives this story is that when a boy and a girl before marriage, so when boy and girl they love so much, there are a lot of attraction. They wanted to marry both of them, but due to some problem, the parents did not allow. So girl was given to someone else, married to someone else. But that girl in that house, she will be there in that house, even though she don't like, but she like that boy. She is always thinking of that boy, but doing all the works very nicely. She was managing everything, but why she was managing everything? So that they should not get any doubt on her, what she is thinking. But inside the mind, she is always thinking of that boy. Similarly with the boy also. So like that, in this material world, we are doing so many activities, we do in such a way nicely, there is advantage, and also our mind always to be attracted towards Krishna. This is possible. It is not that not possible. This is existing. This principle is existing in material world. This is little practice is required. How this attraction develops? Suppose if you want to develop attraction towards some person, generally it starts with the conversation, right? Suppose a neighbor, sometimes the new person comes to stay near to your house. So initially we talk to them, we introduce to them, introduce ourselves, and we exchange the things, we exchange the gifts, we invite them to our house, we're talking, so knowing themselves. So by doing this they become very close friends, right? Then they're serving each other. That's how they become close friends. Similarly, if we want to develop love for Krishna, we have to involve in the Krishna's related activities. That's why Prabhupada has given so many services. When we started doing these services, slowly, without ourselves, we have developed so much love for Krishna. How to understand whether we have developed love for Krishna or not? Let's say you are coming to the center, you are chanting, you are doing some services, you are taking prasadam. In house also, at home also, you are doing some little bit activities, you're reading, chanting, and you're doing, suddenly take you to put in some other atmosphere where there is no Krishna, there is no service, there is no devotees. Then you will feel and you will understand that, oh, I am missing so much. Right? So that's why at home, when we are wife, children, husband, when we are with us, when we are close, we don't realize their importance. When move away, then we miss them. So without knowing ourselves, we will be developing actually. That will be tested and that will be understood when we put them into some other place. Okay? So that is why when people around us, when we are nearby this center, we don't realize the importance. When devotees calls Mataji or Prabhuji, can you come to? No, Prabhu, I am very busy, I cannot come. Because we don't know the importance of this. By doing small services, one day it will be accumulated. All your devotional service, Krishna will be counted. So all will be accumulated. It's become so much. Even if it is not big, but Krishna look at it a very big, and he will say that, okay, he is ready to come. So I will tell you one story. Mahatma Das, or Srila Prabhupada's disciple, has written, very interesting story has written. This is very important, everyone should understand. One who is living with the devotees, one who is regularly coming and doing services, because a lot of differences comes. Sometimes some Mataji don't like some other Mataji, some Mataji don't like some other Mataji, but sometimes senior Mataji will say few words to junior Mataji, and she will feel bad, and junior Mataji will say something to senior Mataji. So all these differences comes naturally. When we live together, when two persons live together, differences comes. When we are not living together, there is no differences. But we should not avoid not to living together. We have to living together, and we have to face all those problems. We have to encounter all those. Then only we will be matured. Okay, I will come alone. I will not interact with anybody. I'll just do the service and I'll go back. If I interact, problem comes. Right? If I talk to somebody, if I take some responsibilities, differences comes. So some devotees, so very intelligently, to avoid all these things, they just come, they do their service and go back. No, we have to involve. We have to talk to people. Let problem comes. Let differences come. Let's understand and resolve those problems. That's what Krishna sees. That's how we will be matured. That's what Krishna expects and Guru expects. We should not cleverly, intelligently avoid the problems. We have to get into problem. Doesn't mean that we create the problems. We should, we should involve, automatically problem comes. Are we facing many problems at home?
Yes.
We are facing problems. Are we resolving or not? We are resolving together because we consider that as our family. But when we come here, when problem comes, we stop talking. No, we have to resolve the problem. We have to take the help of senior devotees, resolve the problem. We have to go ahead. When it comes, when we consider this is my family, Prabhupada family, when we consider voluntarily, we accept this is my family, any problems comes, I am ready to face, I will try to resolve and go ahead with, adjust with the problems, or if at all required, I will compromise. If it is ready, okay, I will compromise my ego. I will ready to give up my ego. I will ready to say sorry. If all this comes, then we will become a strong devotee. So that is what Guru and Krishna expects from us. We all have to be strong devotee when we live with the people. When we live with the senior devotees, sometimes senior devotees, we do mistakes and they will scold us. It's good. Let's get welcome. If somebody scolds me, it's good. That's why when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu scolded, Advaita Acharya has created the situation, let Chaitanya Mahaprabhu scold me. He has created the situation that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu scold me. If senior devotee scolds me, that is a blessing. And when we stay with the very junior devotees and the newcomers, they do a lot of mistakes that we don't like. Yes, that should happen. We should adjust with that. we should tolerate that. So when all these happens, then only we strong devotee. Otherwise, simply comes and goes, it will not happen. We have to get involved completely ourselves. Okay, you care, you give maximum time to your family, but whatever time you are giving, give proper to this. Okay. So for this, Mahatma Das, Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada disciple, written very nice. I like very much. I'll try to read. I hope it will help. I hope many of you knows this already. Actually, this story is about. He has written a, you can say, a poem. This poem. Because today is. Golok. Yeah. The heading was given for this poem. I was shocked. This is the title of the poem. I was shocked. You can also open. So when Mahatma Das, Srila Prabhupada devotee, what happened when he entered the door of Vaikuntha? So he's like, I was shocked, confused, bewildered as I entered Goloka door. We can also imagine what happens when we enter to the Golokas, the entrance. Okay, not by the beauty of it all, nor the light or its decor. He was shocked. He was bewildered. Means he was little shocked when he entered into the entrance of the Golok Vrindavan. You also can imagine when you enter the Golok Vrindavan. He was not shocked because of lot of light or lot of beauty or something. Okay. So, but it was the devotees in Goloka. So he was shocked to see some devotees, they are already inside the Goloka. You see what are those who are those devotees? That was amazed to see. I knew them all on the earth, but they had so little bhakti, because they knew all of them when this Prabhu was in this material world.
Yes,
So you knew all of them. They were all from their temple or their colleagues. They stood my Sankirtan leader. There stood my Sankirtan leader, the one who stole the Krishna's money twice. Next to him was my old TP, I mean somebody, okay, who was never ever nice. Means always giving trouble to devotees. And one devotee has stolen the Krishna's money. But Mahatma Das is seen all inside already. This is the shock for Mahatma Das. Krishna Das, who never preached. Another devotee named Krishna Das, he never preached. He used to come, eat prasadam and go. Okay. Who was seems so insincere. Means he was looking not at all sincere. Who was sitting ecstatically with Krishna. And that person who never preached and he was so insincere, but he was sitting with Krishna, next to Krishna. This was a shock, right? To whom he seemed to so dear. Krishna is nicely sitting with and talking to him. So as if he's like a pure devotee, right? I asked my guru, what is going on? I was shocked. Of this, I don't know what to make. What to make? How all these devotees end up here? Did someone make a mistake? So this Prabhu was shocked. How all these devotees are ended here? I mean, came to Golok and sitting next to Krishna and chanting, and I know they are talking each other. I was shocked. I asked my guru, is some mistake happened? I mean, by mistake they have reached there. So this was a shock. And why is everyone is so quiet, so somber? Give me a clue. Quiet, Prabhu. He said, they are all in shock. No one thought they would be seeing you. So when Mahatma Das, this Prabhuji is thinking that how come all these people are inside the Golok, and Guru told that They are all shocked by seeing you, how you enter into the entrance of the Golokunda. So it's like that. So when we live in together here, we don't know how much we each one having love for Krishna. I told you, Krishna will not see what you are. Krishna will see only what you did. Even if you did a small service, he will take. So that means, what is the essence of this is that there are two things we can understand, that just doing a small service can reach to Golok. Whether sincerely, doesn't mean that we will do, okay, Prabhu, however I will do it, I will reach, because all these people have reached. No, that should not be that. Okay? That's not favorable thinking. So that's a cleverly thinking, because Krishna is more clever than us. So he will just, okay? But the point is, the serious take-home message is that sincerely we have to come, whatever up to our capacity. Krishna has given different according to their. So it's like someone is like they have a 24, like most of the time they are running auto, they are so much struggling to make the money. So for them, it's like one time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely maybe is enough. Because he don't have time, he don't have much knowledge, but he has a sincere devotion. If somebody gives prasadam, he takes so much interest that prasadam, I got a prasadam. Someone is a laborer who is, Krishna has given that situation. In that situation, if he shows so much interest to devotees, he may appreciate devotees like once, or he may take prasadam with great interest. Oh, I got a prasadam, he eats. Then maybe that is enough to reach to the goal of Vrindavan. So his Krishna is independent. If he says he can clean and he can take it out. Just by seeing. That's why Mahanacharya, Ramanujacharya, once he was just in the Kaveri river, he was throwing a prasadam to the Kaveri river, the fish was eating. When he was throwing a prasadam, all the fishes, they were eating. As they eat, they become Chatur Bhujarup and they are going to Vaikuntha. There, all the disciples of Ramanujacharya, they were like sannyasis. They were saying, why we are taking so much time? We are here. So Ramanujacharya said, with a great interest they are eating prasadam. That's why how Ajamil was delivered. Ajamil, when he called his son Narayana, so there was no offense in that, and there was no any intention. But when we stand Krishna, we give one big list. So without that any expectations, when we love Krishna, that small service is enough. That's called pure devotion. That's why the word used, devotional service, and the pure devotional service. Pure devotional. When you chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra with the pure, that's enough to go to Golok Vrindavan. It's very difficult to understand, right?
Yeah.
So, no fault with mantra, fault with us. We have so much desires. Okay, another part is, even if you have desires, no problem. I am telling you, please keep it in mind. People sometimes say, no, we should not have any material desires. We should not have any much moha maya towards our family. We should not have so much asakti for our family members. No, that is wrong. We are all having asakti for our children. We are all having asakti for our family. We are all asakti have many things in the material world. That is not wrong. Because we are put into this. We are here somehow or other. But only mistake is that when we completely involved in only with that. Along with that, whatever the existing condition is given to you, Krishna, from with that condition, how much service you will do, that's the matter. It may be small service. Small service means only, okay, I did only today, I came, after 2 weeks, I will now disappear. No, it's not like that. slowly whatever, this is the purification stage. When we, from our condition, when we chant, when we associate with devotees, and this bhakti has side effects. You know, as every disease has some side effects. No? Bhakti also side effects. Bhakti, the side effects of bhakti, or instead of side effects, we can say byproducts. The byproducts of bhakti is intelligence, vairagya. These are and bhakti. Anyway, bhakti will develop by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we develop vairagya. That's a byproduct of bhakti, and also intelligence. So this, anyway, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioned many times, I will give intelligence, but only to my devotees, not for others. Okay? And vairagya is, it comes along with that. No one should say that, okay, I am going to ISKCON, so now I don't like family, you are doing all nonsense, you are not chanting, you are not following. So sometimes I see some devotees, when they come seriously, when you join here, after 1 year, 2 years, they start blaming the family members. That is not correct. Because Krishna has given according to their condition. Because why you put into that situation, your husband is not listening to you, your kids are not listening to you, your mother-in-law, father-in-law is not listening to you, that is required for you to purify. So you have to take that, yes, this is the situation I am in, because Krishna wants, he can lift you 1 minute. But why he is putting it Krishna's, right? Everything happens with the Krishna's mercy. Since he has put us into that situation, so maybe it is required. So when we face all those with love and affection and tolerate, so we are purified. We will be purified. But if someone is already purified, Krishna will put them directly into the center, like Prabhu. No? Someone is already purified, but we are not purified. That's why we put them into family. You purify, because that is required, that situation is required. So if we take it negative sense, then everything will go wrong. Then we will fight each other, we will be blaming each other, everything is spoiled. But we have to take it that this Krishna wants me to in this situation. So if I don't like my mother-in-law, then Krishna wants this. So then only I will be purified. So then there will be, so everything we have to take it in a positive attitude, right? Then immediately Krishna will change the situation when we accept. So the very known story, Pandharpur we all went by mercy of all Prabhuji's and all. But I like Pandharpur very much, especially the story of Sakku Bhai. Sakku Bhai, you know that story, right? Whatever mother-in-law was giving so much work, she was doing with great interest. She was doing everything she was doing, she never denied and she never opposed. How she was doing? With the Krishna's, she was singing the songs, Vittala, Panduranga, by remembering all those. She never felt that. Okay, you are giving so much work, you give. Because she is doing it. That's what same was told to Arjuna, you fight, but by remembering me. The same thing Sakku Bhai did, she was doing all the work by remembering Vittala. So what happened? Result of that? She was so sincere, she was so innocent, she was genuinely, she wanted to see Vittala. One day she went outside to bring water. So some devotees were going, that's what in Maharashtra, they see, they stand in the groups, they go. She saw the group, she forgot everything, and she just went along with them. That is the spontaneous love. When we see Krishna, she has so much practiced while doing her work, household work. She was singing and she was meditating, how can I do darshan, how can I do. Krishna is seeing, and he just made her to forget everything, her house and everything. She just went off. She went off and she took the darshan. After taking the darshan, then she realized, oh my God, what I did. If I go back, my mother-in-law will kill me. That was the situation. When she came back, nothing is happening. So that is Krishna, right? That's why I like that story. So all family, we are living in a family, we should do the service like that. It is not that when we come here we do service. Service never ends. Service is 24 hours on. So when you're sleeping, when you're sitting, when you are at home, at every time, especially when we are at a free time, test how much we have love for Krishna. When we sitting at home, no work, what to do? Watch TV, watch mobile, chant. Three options are there. So they have tested how much we have love when we are the free. When we are not free, when we are in office, anyway we are mandatory to all those things. But when we free sitting, even at a center also, when we are sitting free, oh, can we little prajalpa? Or can we little discuss how BJP, how Congress, huh? How politics is going, how Hindus attacks in Bangladesh. So these are all shows that, okay? But genuine devotee is waiting to see, he doesn't wait because always thinking of Krishna. So it is possible, this bhakti is true, whatever Prabhupada has given this true, it can be tested practically, each and every one. Whatever situation you are in, you cannot blame. Because of my situation, I cannot do bhakti. There are great examples. Prahlad Maharaj was in a situation that all demons around, but he did bhakti. And so then Sakubai was, full of household works, not even a 1 minute leave, but she became pure devotee. So like that, so many devotees with their existing condition situation. So that means tomorrow onwards, no complaints. Right? When we focused, all automatically will set. When we genuine, automatically set. I'll tell you one example, we'll stop it. When a student, let's say, is going to write exam, the exam is very important exam, like maybe UPSC or maybe NEET exam, is very well prepared. When he was going to the exam center, he was supposed to reach by 10 o'clock. He started at home by 8 o'clock. When he was going, what is there in his mind? When I can reach, whether I reach on time, that is what he was thinking, and always thinking what questions comes, what to write, whether I read or all this. This is going on. Let's say if some accident happened on the road, does he give the much importance to that? Or if some fight is going on the road, does he give the importance?
No.
Because focused. And when he reached the hall, exam hall, when he take the question paper and answer paper, he started writing because he has prepared so well from 1 year, 2 year. He's just writing. So suddenly it's a summer, fan is off. So does he claim that, no, how can it happen? This is, fan is off, please, he start getting to, fighting with them? No. Even he is sweating, he is writing. And some lot of disturbance happening next to him, next to the room. Does he complains? No complaints. So because he has so much prepared, he is fully focused. When mind is focused on one thing, so all other disturbances doesn't matter. But at the same time, other student who has not prepared well, who has not focused, he get into arguments, why this government colleges are like this, schools are like, plans are not correct, how can we write the exam, lot of disturbances going on. Nothing will disturb us when we focus. When we are not focused, everything matters. Right? It's like when we are walking on a road. When we are walking on a road, there are many things. Sometimes there is some, very garbage will be there, some dirty will be there, and roads are not good. What we do? When we want to reach to the place, when we are focused, we just avoid it and we'll move on. That's how life will be. We should not take into everything in account and we sit and try to solve. There are so many problems going on in the world, we cannot solve it. Is that Krishna doesn't know that? But what we do? No, how this will happen? How this can happen? This has to solve. How these people are doing this? All these we started blaming and started counting. We waste our time. That's why Prabhupada says that every human being have a very powerful tool to make it our life better. What is that powerful tool which you are all having? Time. Everybody having time. Same time. Krishna no discrimination. That's why Krishna never discriminates. He has given the same time to devotee also, is same time to everyone. How we utilize the time, that is very important. So that is why time is very powerful. Hum kalosmi. The one who utilize the time properly, he go to Golok, and one who doesn't utilize the time, he will remain here. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gandhra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Any questions?
Vaikuntha Loka, Mukti Loka and spiritual land both all are sent.
Vaikuntha Loka,
Mukti Loka and spiritual land.
Spiritual planets. Yes. Spiritual planets means Vaikuntha Loka. It is in English. Vaikuntha is a Sanskrit word. Vaikuntha means there is no kunta. Means no problems, or you can say no enmity. So all free from these whatever you are having here. That's the Vaikuntha Loka. The today's sloka is about all Vaikuntha Loka. That's called spiritual sky. There are two skies. One is spiritual sky, another one is material sky. Material sky includes all these planets. There are many planets comes under this. Atala, Sutala, Pathala, and also till the Brahmaloka, Satyaloka. Satyaloka where Brahma lives. Okay? Till then, all material lokas only. So it is not that when you do some punya, when we go to these Swarga, there also problems are there. But it's better. It's like India and the US. People go to US, so less problems. So roads are good, people are nice, maybe facilities are good. Similarly, when you go to Swarga, where Indra lives, Brahma lives, problems may be less, but problems will be there. So completely free from the problems, the suffering, you have to go to Vaikuntha Loka. That's the only way is to chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yes. Yes, Maharaj.
Prabhuji, I missed the book you mentioned that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has written a short book for a grahastha, how to be situated in pure bhakti and stay like that. So, if you give the name of the book and also can you repeat that part? I'm sorry. How what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction of being a grahastha and doing devotional service of the Lord?
Yeah, exactly book I am not getting. Prabhu, is there any book like Chaitanya? Chaitanya Charitamrita is there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Charitamrita, yes. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Grahastha life. Because there are many Grahastha devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had many Grahastha devotees and Sannyasi devotees. And Mahaprabhu, I can tell some of the how Grahastha life, because I am taking Chaitanya Charitamrita classes every day evening. If some of interested, you can join. Online it is. Okay. So in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, so you have to manage your whatever duties. It's like your family duties perfectly. There should not be any negligence in that. Okay? And you have to do with out of love. At the same time, you have to develop love for Krishna. That's by chanting and coming here, staying with the devotees and reading books and following four regulative principles. These all will help us to develop love for Krishna. So, this family, especially family member Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srivas Thakur was a family. He is a 60 members family in his, but he is so much dedicated to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Internally he is dedicated. Even though he was managing the family of 60 family members, but his dedication so much. And okay, I'll tell you the very interesting story. Once what happened, Mahaprabhu asked, Srivas, you are always with me, you are always serving with me, how you manage all these 60 big family? And Srivas Thakur says, we have some grains at home, it is stored. As long as it's, we will see, as long as grains are there at home, we'll lead our family. Once if it is all over, stock is over, then what we do, we'll just do like this 3 times and we'll jump into Ganga and we'll die. That's why Srivas Thakur says that. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if the situation may come that Lakshmi may beg. Situation may come, but your home always full of Lakshmi and friends. See, here this story, there are two things very important to understand. We can take it negative, we can take it positive also. We think that, okay, I will not do any labor. Whatever is there at home, we will eat. Okay, after that Krishna will do. No, this is not the attitude for us. That was Shiva's Thakur. Because Shiva's Thakur was completely dedicated. But we are not completely dedicated. So what our current situation is, whatever time, that's why I use the word time, how much time we have to give to the family, how much time we have to give to the office, how much time we have to give to the chanting. So we have to make it very clear. So then slowly things will happen. If anything goes wrong, Krishna is saying how much genuinely we are giving time to Krishna. Okay? So that's why family life is actually very favorable for devotional service. Especially where by Krishna's mercy, for me it is very easy because my wife is following whatever I say. My kids also little following. My father, mother also initiated. They don't say, but it is not all the cases, right? So there are some opposers will be there. There are some husband will not favorable and wife is sometimes favorable, not favorable. So many things mixed will be there. In that case, we have to pray Krishna. We don't have any other option. We have to pray Krishna, and genuinely when we chant, slowly, things will be better. Even if things will not be better, but we should not give up. That's for the dedication. When we with the full dedication, we keep doing it, so things will happen slowly. Yes.
Prabhuji, because we're talking about this such an important time balance, how do we know we are doing the right time balance? So you give time to work, you give time to family, then whatever time is left, you chant, or how do you,
I can give my okay,
balance?
Mataji. I'll give my example. I'll give my example because I am also family member. I have also big family. Maybe many of them are family members here. What I do, my office starts at sometimes 7:30, sometimes at 9. Let's say ideally it's 9 o'clock. So I get up at 4 o'clock or by 3:30, 3:34. Okay. So from 3:30 to I have a time till 9 o'clock. Sometimes at 7:30. That day I'll 3:30. When my office at 9, I'll get up little 4 o'clock. Okay. So I have 5 hours time, morning. And my wife, she cooks, the prasadam will offer both. So what I do from 4:30 or 4 o'clock, 2 hours I do chant. Then after the 2 hours I do Mangalarti. Okay, complete Mangalarti. Then I'll read, if time permits, I'll read in the morning book, Srila Prabhupada Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, half an hour, whatever time permits. So these 5 hours I am giving in the morning. So Prabhupada also says we have to give the solid morning 5 hours time. Because after 10 o'clock or evening it's not possible, because by that time everything will be not very focused. Okay, so this is the morning hours, it's in our hand, but it is not maybe not correct for you, many others, because morning school, children are going for school and many busy. So that's why you keep the cutoff by maybe 5:30, 4 to 5:30, 1.5 hour you can give. You just chant just 4 rounds and do possible do Mangalarti or increase the timing of reading. Whatever you have, 3 hours, how you utilize, it utilize for the Krishna. Okay, in the evening or afternoons, if at all, if it gives some time, evening we do Sandhya Harati, that is maybe 1 hour. And night we offer something, that's another half an hour. Total, if I calculate, I am giving 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours I am giving for Krishna. Rest all I am using 8 hours I am giving office. Okay, so I don't do any office work at home. Everything I will complete there only, I will complete. So like this we have to keep it in practice. So but your time may be little different. Morning maybe you can give 2 hours when we get up early, and maybe evening you can give 1 hour. Reading you can keep it in the evening. So Prabhupada says very important is 16 round chanting and Mangalarti. Mangalarti can be, you can do 1 hour also. I do 2 hours. I always get scolding from my wife. How you take 2 hours? You finish it in 1 hour. So you can finish it in 1 hour also, and reading half an hour to 1 hour. These 3 things are important. So that's we have to manage. Because we have 24 hours. Krishna has given 24 hours. We have to manage at least 4 to 5 hours. That is possible when we plan it, according to our situation. And anyway, Sunday we are coming here. That is fine. Yes.
So regarding veg and non-veg, Sanatana Dharma is equal for all.
Sanatana Dharma is equal. See, Dharma is equal to everyone. Dharma is an integral part of every jiva. It's like, what is the Dharma of, like a sugar? What is the Dharma of sugar? Sweetness. You cannot separate it. Like Dharma of salt, saltiness. Or Dharma of water, the liquidity. So like that, human being means, what is the Dharma of human being? Yoga. Link with the Krishna, associated with Krishna. If we detach that, we are adharma. As long as we are in connection. So you are coming here, hearing little, so you are connected. But when you go home, you chant, you are connected. But this connection is connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. That's the situation of current hour. So when we keep doing this, so the time comes, we are always thinking of Krishna. So that is done. That means we are in dharma. So whether eating veg or non-veg, that doesn't matter. But if he follows, definitely he'll give up. It is not maybe 90%. Earlier maybe we are all eating non-veg. After coming here, we left. Right? Like that. Dharma does not discriminate. Even if you take animal, any plant, everything has its own dharma. Okay? We can see that in detail. Okay? So it doesn't discriminate. Whether non-veg, veg is, it is just a matter of time. It's a matter of mind actually. So it's like just take it, it will finish. Once it reaches this, cross this, then it's same, whether it's a veg or non-veg. It's only matter here, the taste, right? You just make up little mind, you can give it up in one shot. Any other? Yes.
Prabhu, planning is easy, but to achieve that it is very difficult.
Yes, that is difficult for everyone. So when we were students, when I was student, I used to put timetable, I used to plan it in the beginning of the year. When we go to the new class, with great interest, we'll make a timetable, we'll stick one wall every day. I have to follow this. I'll follow 1 week, after that we'll finish. This happens to everyone, but satatam, we have to continuously try. How many times we attempt is important. In actually devotional service, how much you are successful is not considered. How many times you attempt is matter. It's like we go for book distribution. It is not that how many books you distributed. How much you tried is it. Krishna wants you can distribute it in 1 lakh in 1 minute. Somebody comes and take it out. But he will see how much you try for me. Krishna think that how much you will try for me, that's love. That shows love. Okay. So we have to try to follow it. If not, again you make timetable. If not, again you make it. Lifelong you make it. Will not be successful. But Krishna will see that. That we are making timetable, we fail. Making timetable, we fail. That is success. How many times you fail in devotional service to do, that's Krishna sees. That's our success. But in material field, in material life, they see the result. But here, Krishna will not see the result. Krishna will see how much effort we put.
Prabhuji, he told that we have to respect everyone. But naturally, anger comes. That's very true. That time, naturally.
Yeah. So everything is natural for us. Everything is natural. Love also natural. Anger is also natural. Everything is natural because we are not advanced. In the beginning, everything looks natural. But when we advanced, it's become unnatural. It's like if someone you ask who daily would drinks, it's become natural for them. Without that, they cannot drink. So naturally, he wanted to drink because he has so many times we get anger. It naturally comes because he is drinking every day. Naturally, he drinks, right? Because we cultivated that. So all these anarthas. So that's Krishna has given us a chance that you have to come out of all these anarthas. Well, when anartha goes, that's what we discuss. We have to live with the devotees. Problems comes, we try to resolve. Again, we have to with the devotees. Problems definitely comes, anger comes, everything comes. Then you say sorry. Then again anger comes. How many times you get anger? How many times you try to control? Get anger, try to control. Get anger, try to control. You will reach one day. So, okay. Then Krishna gives intelligence. What is the point of getting angry? Then that day will go off. So, that's how we have. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, today class is very nice. You explained about...
Because your devotee is nice.
No, you explained about 14 planetary systems, like 7 above and 7 below.
Yes.
So the question is like, what is the path, what is the journey of soul to the Bhuloka? Like, is it like a gradual, one by one, level by level, or is it like how, based on our good things, it will straight away go, or...
Yeah, this is entire Bhagavad Gita. Krishna explains this. But in a simple terms, I'll say, Prabhupada says that, how much, somebody asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, how much time take to like go to Golok Vrindavan, or how much time take to completely surrender to Krishna? Prabhupada said 1 minute. Prabhupada says 1 minute. And this lifetime you can go to Golok. But how much you dedicated? How much you surrender completely? Yes. Actually, I will just tell an example. When I was in a college, some ISKCON devotees came to our hostel, and evening, that was the class. They arranged the class. It's a Bhagavad Gita class, first class. I was just going out of entrance. I was standing. Somebody told them Bhagavad Gita class is going. You please attend. Some devotee called me. The group of devotees came. So then I attended classes. First picture I saw is like that's in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna sitting and Krishna. I liked it very much. Then after the class, somebody asked me, some devotee asked me, can you take this mala and chant one round? I said yes. I liked it actually. I like mala and I like all these things. But I never did it. Even I don't know what is ISKCON. They said, yeah, what is the problem by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra? So I took, then I asked them, how many rounds you chant? They said, we chant 16 rounds, that is not for you, but you chant 1 round every day. I took the mala. The next day morning, I woke up 4 o'clock, I finished 16 rounds. Till date, it's almost 17 years, I'm chanting 16 rounds. So, if we understand that it is a good, why don't we give full? Why we compromise? That's the question. That's what thought came to my mind, that anyway I have wasted my almost 25 years of life. Now I got a chance. Now I have to why compromise 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, another 1 year to reach the 16 rounds. Why can't today? So that's what Prabhupada said. You surrender on the spot. What is the problem? Is there any wrong with this? When we think, is there anything wrong? Then next Sunday, coming Sunday, that I chanted 16 rounds every day morning. Then people were looking at me, what happened? Suddenly he chanted 16 rounds. And they called me to the temple. I went to the temple, everybody was wearing white clothes. I went to pants and shirt. I was feeling very guilty. They are looking so nice. Then I asked them, I want to wear kantimala. They said, you are eating garlic. And no, I will give up. I said, I'll give up. How much? It doesn't matter for me, give up. So you eat non-veg, then I'll give up. So they gave me the sentiment. That day itself, I give the garlic, non-veg, everything has given up. No, I'm just not exaggerating. This is my experience. Okay. So then I purchased dhoti kurta. I wanted to wear dhoti kurta. Next Sunday, I was so eager to. Next Sunday, I am going to the temple with dhoti kurta and kanti mala and tilak. That was my excitement. But I was doing my PhD, this and all, doesn't matter for me. That is, everybody is doing. This is only Manushyanam Sahasresh. That's what's from Bhagavad Gita. Out of millions, 1 or 2 will get this chance. When we get the chance, why don't we take it full? Why to compromise? So that day onwards, I used to sit earlier, I mean in the beginning, maybe till I used to sit in the front in the Bhagavatam classes every day. I mean before speaker comes, I used to sit first front till the class get over. Then the first service I got, that was the first day I attended the classes, Bhagavatam class, and I remembered the Prabhuji asked me, Prabhu, time is over? I think it's
Continue.
just I'll finish this. So that's the class was about. I'll just tell you. Takes another 2 minutes. Sorry. It's like Krishna leaving Hastinapur. The entire the war is over. The Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. The war is over. The Kauravas, Pandavas they become king, and now Krishna's duty is over. Now he is leaving to Hastinapur, and he is sitting on the chariot, and is like all the residents of Hastinapur they coming to see that Krishna is leaving. Krishna anymore is not with us, because many days Krishna is with them. They develop so much love for Krishna when the short period, and all the ladies and the houses they are standing from their balconies and their windows, and they are with the full attention they are looking at Krishna, because we will miss that. It's so beautiful, Krishna. They are looking at Krishna. And Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada explains that those who are seeing the Krishna and they are discussing each other, see how Krishna looks, see Krishna hates how he looks, see Krishna das Kundal, Krishna. So they were discussing each other. Their normal wives, housewives, they are discussing so much with the grab attention about Krishna. That is the perfection of life. Even Munis, Sadhus, their tapasya many years, they are far better than these Munis and Sadhus, their housewives. So that was attracted me just by discussing about Krishna, just talking about Krishna, just appreciate the Krishna is so perfection. So that's why the first class, I think that I understood that this is my life. So now onwards, I'll follow ISKCON. Till my death, I'll be in ISKCON. So that's the writing of Prabhupada. If you read carefully, Prabhupada is so rasa. Ras means full of ras. Now, no writer can write this sentence that the housewives they are discussing is more than powerful than the sadhus who are doing tapasya many years. Right? So this is what Krishna sees, that how much we love. So like that, if you made your mind that yes, today, why tomorrow? So it takes, we don't know. Prabhupada says in this lifetime only we can go. It's just I've given my example. Sorry if anything is wrong.
What is the first service you said, Prabhu?
Prabhupada, first service, the Prabhuji asked, there is one devotee is admitted in the hospital, Apollo hospital. Nobody is there to stay with night with the devotee. Can anybody go with and stay with the overnight? I thought that this is the first service maybe Krishna is giving. I said first yes. Then I went and stayed with the devotee. The devotee is almost 15 years over. Till the devotee remembers me and he calls me now also. That Prabhuji, you came and stayed with me the night. So just like Krishna and devotees, they never forget our service. Anybody, anything can forget, but Krishna never forgets. Okay. Hare Krishna. Let Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. So it's a very wonderful class, Prabhuji. So it is a very practical instructions we have got on how to make ourselves perfect in Krishna consciousness in the day one itself. So what commitment we have to take. So it is very, very nicely disclosed. And in starting of the Bhagavatam class, I could not get opportunity to introduce about Prabhuji. So with permission of Prabhuji, I will just tell what the introduction. So coming to Prabhuji's qualification, Prabhu completed PhD doctorate in Jawaharlal Nehru